everybody, this is Jenny from Rainy Day Coloring, and this is actually my first Instagram video, so bear with me. Today I have all of the supplies that I've sort of been gathering these last 2 months. So during pandemic, it sort of reignited my passion for coloring, and I went a little bit crazy buying new products. I normally won't have this many things for 2 months, but I definitely thought it would make a good haul video. The first thing I have, I think I'm going to start with coloring supplies, and then we'll go into coloring books. The first thing I have is these are the Ohuhu Aqua Natural Brush Markers. So I have and love the Ohuhu alcohol markers. These are the watercolor brush ones. They come with a little watercolor pad to work on. And you can see, this is a set of, gosh, how many are in here? 2, 4, 6, 8. 36. So these, you can see, have these paintbrush tips, which are really fun. The neat thing about these is they do have a name and a color number on each of them. So I did grab those to work on some watercoloring. Another thing I've grabbed recently is, I'll kind of pull these out at the same time. As I was watching some YouTube videos about blending colored pencils. Now, markers are vastly my preferred thing to color with. But when I saw people blending with both the Ortoless thinner and the baby oil, I just thought the results seemed really cool. So I did pick up 2 of these. I just ordered these from Amazon. And kind of looking towards trying them and seeing how I can blend, even if I'm just using them for backgrounds, to try to help me get more into colored pencils. A few more supplies I purchased. This was just like a clearance buy at, here in the Northwest where I live, we have Ben Franklin Arts and Crafts, which are amazing little craft stores. Now, I don't really need the whole palette, but I wanted to grab this just because it was a nice set of basic acrylics that I could use for backgrounds in my coloring pages. Another thing I purchased, this was at Hobby Lobby, is the Art Philosophy Metallic Accents semi-watercolor set of 12. I've already tried, as you can see, I've already tried the blue. Loved how these turn out. I will be doing swatches of these so you can see all of them, but really, really beautiful, rich color. And I think I used like the 40% off Hobby Lobby coupon for that one. A couple more things. When I was at Ben Franklin, I purchased 2 of these little acrylic ultra fine glitter paints. Haven't even broken the seal yet, but I thought those looked like they might be fun for either accents or backgrounds. I did pick up the black ice as well as the silver bling, which I will be swatching those as well. I also picked up a fresh glossy accent. So I've used this before primarily in scrapbooking, and I did put it in a page in June as a little bit of extra dimension, and it was really fun to use. So I'm looking forward to using that more. I picked up a black bullet-shaped Posca paint pen. I have the white version of this in this size, and I adore it. So very excited to bring a black one in for accents. Another thing, I actually don't have the original packaging anymore. I've been using these so much, is I finally picked up a set of the Jelly Roll Metallics. Oh my goodness, these are amazing. Lots of people have talked about these on Instagram, and I'm really enjoying using them. They do take a little bit longer to dry, and that's been my biggest learning curve, is not having little oopsies with them. A few more things I have picked up recently for supplies is these have been all over YouTube, and I finally did it. I got the Mungyo 64 color pastels. These are amazing. They're so cheap on Amazon. I can't even believe it. I've already used them for backgrounds. They work fantastic. There's tons of tutorials on YouTube about how to use these. Just really fun to play with. Really fun, really cheap, really accessible, which is nice when it comes to coloring. Let's see, I also picked up this package. You can see they're kind of all still in here. This was from Amazon, and it's a set of, gosh, what was it listed as? The 22 pieces drawing accessories. I needed this because I didn't have any fresh blending stumps. You also have a little, gosh, what are those called that you can put them in when they get small? Some sandpaper, a paintbrush, a Q-tip that I threw in there, which I've been using as I've been using these. Okay, one more thing that I haven't used yet is I picked these up at Ben Franklin. These are the Faber-Castell's Mixed Media Stencils. This is the Classics 1. Now these are just like a, oh, actually these were Hobby Lobby, excuse me. These are just like a, what is that? Almost like a thin cardstock, I guess. I love these. I think they'll be really fun for chalk pastels and things like that. I wish they were plastic so I could paint with them, use acrylics and watercolors. That would be fantastic too. Something to look for. I've grabbed some things from Zulily recently. Two of the things that just came from Zulily were the Spectrum Noir Classics. This is the 6-piece set of browns. I feel like with all the nature things I'm coloring and color by numbers, I go through browns a lot. I do like the Spectrum Noir. I love the Spectrum Noir illustrators because they come with a brush tip and a super fine tip. These are the hues for Spectrum Noir, the dual tip brush markers. And again, it was a good price. I can always use more of those colors. So again, I'll do a swatch with all of these at some point and you can see them. One thing that I'm trying for the first time is the Take Note Bic permanent markers. I think it's a really good array of colors. These are the fine points, so I'm excited to start working with those as well. I have opened those just to try them, but I haven't colored a whole picture with them yet. Now, some of these things, oh, actually, I think I'm gonna do my Mindware set first. So what actually got me into coloring years and years and years ago was randomly one Christmas picking up a Mindware Color Counts coloring book. And for years, off and on, I've colored these Color Counts books to the point where, I mean, I have done like, I've finished entire books and then purchased new ones or purchased the same book more than once, all sorts of things like that. Now, ever since I started with these, I always pulled the pages out because they're perforated. So since I've been getting back into coloring this year, I've been doing the same. I still pull my pages out and then I put them in a binder, which I'll show you in another video. But my new Mindware books I purchased was, I did get the Words to Live By. I got the Animals Color Counts, which I've actually done this whole book before, but I figured now I can redo it and save the pictures as I go. And I also purchased my first Mystery Mosaics by Mindware, which I'm also really enjoying. That was my first Mystery Mosaics. Okay, let's see. Moving on, some things I purchased. You can see this has already been well loved in the last month or two. I did get the Jade Summer Greatest Hits 100 Best Coloring Pages. Now this, I mean, I think we've kind of all seen this before. I had never had a Jade Summer book, was super interested in it though, of course. And so I finally picked this up. I have done a few pages in this already. I've also marked a few pages that I was considering doing for Christmas in July. So really excited to kind of keep working with this book, and it's been lots of fun so far. Oh, running out of space, you guys, already. Another thing I picked up is the KC Doodle Art Fantasy Garden Coloring Book by Prissa Bosquet. This was when I did, I think, my first in-store craft shop since pandemic. It was at Ben Franklin, and I was so excited to be there. And there actually wasn't a coloring book I loved, but I was like, I need to buy one. And so this is the one I get. I do love this style, and I will color a lot in here. So kind of a fun one. From Amazon, I've recently purchased the Mandalas Color by Number. I have, what's the other Creative Haven Color by Number I have? I have another one. The one thing about the Creative Haven Color by Number is I don't love, and I always forget this when I buy it, I don't love the really light lines. I really prefer a darker, thicker black line when I'm coloring, but this will still be fun. I'll still get a ton of use out of it. I'll either end up lining them first or using colored pencils or gel pens or something like that. A new one that I picked up that I didn't really know anything about, this was from Zulily. I did not look at a flip through. I should see if there's any flip throughs of this on YouTube, is the Expressions of Nature. I ended up really loving this when it came. It goes through some like ideas on how to pattern and how to color and all of that. And sort of the whole point of this book is that they leave you so much space to add detail. So you could just color this as is, of course, or you could add more detail, which I think is a really neat concept and really a fun way to kind of get your creativity flowing. I also love that they have examples. For example, this shows the original image, which is in this book, and then several examples of ways people did it, including what they used. So I was actually incredibly pleased with this book when I received it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. The pages are pretty thick, actually, not bad. So excited to do that. And did I say that's by Joanne Fink is the illustrator? This was a little bit of an impulse buy because it was on clearance. You'll learn from me if you end up watching my channel that I love to color. I'm not great at drawing. So this Let's Draw Flowers by Angela Van Dam just looked like something fun to work on to boost my creativity. And they also kind of looked like they were simple enough that I could get into it. So excited to work with that. May do a flip through. I'll see if there's any on YouTube already. Another book I purchased that there are tons of flip throughs on YouTube of is Gnomes in the Neighborhood, an artist coloring book. I did start a page in here. I won't show you yet till I finish. Hopefully in my July pages it'll be done. But so cute. They're just precious pictures. Fantastic. Another thing I bought as I'm trying to become better at coloring, I guess I should say, is I did purchase this new guide to coloring for crafts, adult coloring books, and other coloristas. It's by Design Originals. I don't know if it has a specific author. I thought it did, but maybe not. And just talks about all sorts of things related to coloring. I've started, I have that pencil sharpener. I've started going through this a little bit, and it has been kind of fascinating. I think something that will come in this will come in handy is if I'm looking for something specific. You know, I want to read more about patterning, or like I said, I was trying to work on my blending, my colored pencil blending. So I could use the book for things like that, which would be really fun. We're down to the final 3, so this video won't be too long, thankfully. I did purchase Elegant Beauties. This is by Elena Lazarev. Oh, so sorry I butchered your last name. I should have practiced that first. It is grayscale because I love to use markers. And you do get a double of every picture. Beautiful. There's flip throughs of this. That's actually how I found it, was watching a flip through on YouTube of this. Beautiful pictures. And I thought this would be really fun to practice my skin tones, which actually reminds me that I purchased a new Copic skin tone marker set, but I didn't bring that in here for this haul, so I'll have to show that later. Practice my skin tones, practice hair. I'm not great at realistic coloring, so I was excited to practice that. I actually, interestingly, started with colored pencils. This page is not finished though yet, so hopefully it'll be a July finish. Another incredibly popular YouTube one is I purchased the Sun Life Drawing set of 40 coloring pages, so you can get a taste for each of their books. I did not have a Sun Life book before this, so I was really excited to practice and see what I enjoyed. I'm actually currently working on, I can show this, I just started this morning. Let's see, maybe if it's easy to find. I kept seeing people do the mosaics, and I do love color by number, but I just didn't know if I would love them. Oh, my son started the Pokemon one, he's 5. But this morning for Christmas in July, I started the Christmas mosaic color by number of Santa, and I went through first and I outlined with a black glitter gel pen. Loved doing that. I mean, it was so fun just to outline it with that black glitter gel pen that I want to buy all the Sun Life mosaic books now. I plan to go back this afternoon and fill in the color and then hopefully get that posted for Christmas in July. But as of now, amazing, love it, very happy with it, excited to keep doing more. I think I tagged a couple more that I thought, oh, maybe if I want to do more for Christmas in July, I can work on those. The last haul I have is this book by Jenny Lawson called You Are Here. I actually don't see this mentioned on Instagram or on YouTube, excuse me, very often. There is a flip through from like 4 years ago, so I plan to film a flip through of it and post it. This is amazing. I just can't speak well of it enough. She's actually an author, and she's a very popular blogger, and she created this book as it ended up turning into kind of a coloring book. So fun. It's part journal, it's part reflection, a lot of things having to do with mental health. Really love it. I have colored one that I posted. I don't know if it's still tagged though. I have colored one in here. Loved coloring it. This is so fun. And this is the kind of book that I think you can kind of just, at least for me, I can grab some colors, sit, and just mindlessly color. I don't have to worry about what it looks like or if it's perfect or anything like that. So it's truly just a fun thing to do. And again, that is Jenny Lawson's You Are Here. So if you did watch this first video of mine, I just thank you so, so, so much. I hope to have more, and I'm so excited to join the YouTube coloring community and actually post my own videos. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.